Yeah, let me get in here and get started, y'all. Okay, let's go. Let's see here. Start this event. VLO Masterclass.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun.
Let's get to it.
Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good
Okay, don't I have to publish? Where do I publish the? It's already published. I'm live. I'm over here talking, man. Look, what's up, y'all? Am I in the Facebook group too? All right, let me see here. Let me start this event here on Clubhouse. Bingo. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it, man. Woo, man. I want to, first and foremost, I want to apologize for professionally apologize for being a little bit late. You guys are in the Win in Real Estate house here. What up, Ian? What up, bro?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's kick the knowledge.
Hey, man, this is going to be, I am ready to go, man. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I see people coming in. I really appreciate you guys showing up today. All right, man. I'm super excited, guys. Listen. Whoo, man, let me woo-saw real quick. Let me get my sign on. All right. All right. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you guys are located at. Today, you are in the Win in Real Estate house. 10X VETS. Let's go. Tony Ann. Tony, what's up, sister? Thank you for pulling up today. Today we're going to be talking about, right now we're broadcasting live on Facebook. We're currently on Facebook, Clubhouse, and Twitter Spaces. And today we're going to be talking about 10X VETS Explain. I see my sister Tony that's in the listening lounge. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to Tony. I got to tell you guys how amazing this young lady is, man. She is one of the reasons why we are actually here, guys. She's the one who actually dealt with all of my insecurities, all of my setbacks, feelings, and everything else to get us here. She's the young lady that actually I had to deal with and set up all of the meetings. And she just kept saying, "You're going to be okay, Tony. You're going to be okay, Tony." So shout out to Tony that is in the listening lounge. We really appreciate you and love you for doing all of the work to get us here so we can help and support veterans. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anthony Glenn. I'm a buy and hold investor out of sunny Southern California. And today we're talking about 10X VETS Explain. And we're also going to be talking about the VA Loan Masterclass. Okay, what we're going to do right now is we're going to post our Facebook group at the top, or our YouTube channel at the top, so you guys could. No, we're going to post our Facebook group at the top so you guys can see us live coming to Clubhouse, Twitter, and Instagram, and Facebook. And we're going to discuss how to win with the VA loan. Okay. Did you guys know that you guys can invest with a veteran? Did you know that you can do 100% cash out refinance when structuring a deal? And then also, I'm going to show you guys, myself, Bruno, and Ian, and Sierra, we're going to show you guys one property that's going to pay me, okay, $2 to $10 million in the next couple of years. So for those of you who are in the listening lounge, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get this party started. We already got 43 people here right now. We own a real estate company out here called the Glenn Group. We also own a mortgage company called Military Mortgage Group and a nonprofit called Veteran Homeowners Club, where we educate on we're veteran advocacies for those that are seeking to invest with the VA loan and get more information on how to win. So put a fire emoji in the chat if you're ready to take off and rock on the ones and twos with me. Let's get to it. Without further ado, let me kick it over to Sierra. Sierra, can you tell the people who you are and what you do?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sierra Taylor. I'm a real estate professional here in Southern California. I work alongside Anthony, Ian, and Bruno. I am also a board member of multiple nonprofits, a veteran, a real estate investor, as well as an accountant.
Now, if you guys see me now, I want to make sure you guys know, thank you for joining us, Sierra. And I'm ready to rock and roll, guys. And we really appreciate you guys for coming in this space today. And for those of you who are in the listening lounge, I want to say welcome to Miss Davenport, Patrick, Valerie, my sister Tony, Jeffrey, Nakima, Jaquana, Kendra, Kiana. We see all of the people in the listening lounge. For those of you who have red tickets, this is how you're going to get in this space. Right now, we're going to post that Facebook group at the top. Can y'all put the Winning Real Estate Facebook group at the top, please? Okay. We're going to put that in there because if you guys want to ask questions in the chat, okay, here's what I want to know. Where are you checking in from? So for those of you who are listening to the voice that are coming out of my mouth, the words that are coming out of my mouth, here's what I want you guys to do. Tell me where you guys are checking in from in the chat right now. What state you're in. Just say good morning to everybody who says good morning. And I want to know where you guys are checking in from. What state? I got Texas in the building. Shout out to Texas. Who else we got? We got Sacktown. All right. We got Maryland. We got PA. We got Alabama. All right. Who else we got in here? We got Michigan checking in. We got, Ghana, magnificent. Okay, we have Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm from. Who else we got up in here? And then also we have sunny Southern California. All right, so for those of you who posted in the chat, New Jersey, Texas, here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. You do not have to speak, but I want to see if we can grow this space to 70 or more people right now. If you guys want to help me do that, this is what I'm going to ask you guys to do. Down at the bottom, there's a little clipboard next to the microphone, okay? I want you guys to hit that clipboard, raise your hand, and get on stage. I need 10 people to get on stage. If you guys want to know how we were able to partner with Grant and Elena Cardone to launch this 10X VETS to reach 21 million veterans. I don't know why that noise makes me feel good. I don't know what it is. If you guys want to know, raise your hand and get on stage. And then also we're going to talk about, here's going to be the pitch right now. We're going to talk a little bit about the VA loan. We're going to break some myths down, and then we're going to open it up for questioning. And then we're going to introduce some mods. Okay, and then that's going to be the pace. No pitch, no spam zone. This is a strictly teaching zone for those of you who are joining me. And if you click the link above my head that's posted, there's a Facebook group up there, y'all. Ian, Bruno, Sierra is a Facebook group at the top.
I'll put it up there right now. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. The Facebook group, you guys will be able to click that link and then get on stage and actually see me in our studio rocking on the ones and twos. Without further ado, my brother Ian Jensen, you want to unmute your mic, introduce yourself, and then we're going to go to Bruno, and then we're going to teach, and then Stack Pack, you're next up on, you're the next contestant in the Winning Real Estate. Let's go.
Is Ian speaking?
Ian, are you there? Are you speaking, bro?
He's on the phone, Anthony. It's a phone icon there, bro.
Okay, Bruno, go ahead and jump in. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sitting here. I'm pointing at my. If y'all can see me live on Facebook, I'm pointing at my headphones to make sure I'm live. Bruno, go ahead and kick it. Let the people know who you are and what you do.
Hey guys, good morning, man. So my name is Bruno, and I'm down here in Southern California, like the rest of the crew, man. Recently retired veteran, real estate investor, and also a real estate agent down here, man. And just excited to be here, man. Excited to be able to let people know what it is that we got going on. Excited to let people know about where it is that we are going to be August 4th and the 5th, and how it is that they can connect with us and come support and show some love. And just to be able to see, man, how it is that we can ultimately add value to people today. I'm also part of the Veteran Homeowners Club, which is a nonprofit that we have here, right? And that's what's helped us with this transition from teaching service members and their families how to, win with the VA loan and get into real estate investing to now we're just getting to a bigger platform, man, where we can reach just a significant greater amount of people for us to be able to get them to win as well. But I'm excited for being here, man, and thank you for everyone joining the space today. Let's get it.
Outstanding. All right, so let's get to it, man. I want to get to the teaching, okay? So I want every single person, all of you guys. I see some more people checked in: New Jersey, Texas, Atlanta. Let's get to the teaching. The first thing that we're going to talk about is what is the VA loan, okay? Let's talk about that. The VA loan is not a loan, okay? The VA loan is not a actual loan. Okay, I'm gonna start with Bruno. Okay, and then we're gonna start with another word called concessions, and Sierra is gonna break that down, what concessions are. But Bruno, can you talk about what the VA loan is? Can you explain what the VA loan is for the people that are joining the space?
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely, man. So, and that's one of the things that a lot of people kind of get it twisted, right? Because we hear, VA loans, but really what it is, it's a VA-backed loan. So the Department of Veteran Affairs is ultimately backing us veterans by 25%. Okay, so we don't have to come out of pocket. It's a no money down, a product that we have for us to be able to buy properties that we intend to live in, but we're not having to come out of pocket how you normally would with the other loans like like the popular loans such as FHA conventional that requires 3.5% to 5%. So it's a VA backed loan for 25% of the purchase price.
Outstanding. That is correct. Okay, so essentially, what the VA loan is this insurance that in the event that someone defaults on the loan, then you're going to get 25%. They're going to insure 25% of that. And what that is that is 100% financing. That means that a veteran can come in and listen to this. You can and moderators keep an eye on the hand raising. Make sure you guys bring those people up. You can actually invest with a veteran. Okay. So that means that guess what? If you are a non-vet, you can utilize the VA loan with a vet to buy 1 to 5 dwelling units. Sierra, can you talk about that 1 to 5 dwelling units and what that means, please?
So when using the VA loan, you can purchase up to 1 to 5 dwelling units. One being the owner occupied unit. The other 3 can be rented to tenants, and then the 4th one would have to be a qualifying business unit, meaning that you could rent it out to a business. And so that's how the 5 units, being able to use your VA loan to purchase 5 units work. Um, and then, of course, it's mandatory that you owner occupy. And then anything less than 5, like a quadplex, you would always have to owner occupy. So you could rent out the others and owner occupy one of them. Same thing with a triplex. And then, of course, if you purchase a home, you have to owner occupy. Um, a lot of people are starting to house hack, and so that's another option whenever you have just one unit. And I'll land there.
Outstanding. Now, are there any questions about buying a multi-unit with a VA loan? Anybody on stage? And for those of you who are in the listening lounge, please come on stage. Help us grow this space. Okay, we're going to be talking about how to win with the VA loan. And then also, we're going to be describing what 10X VETS is. So if you hit that clipboard, if you're in here, listen, check this out. If you're a real estate professional or a mortgage professional, put a 1 in the chat. Or if you're a military spouse, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If you're a mortgage professional or real estate professional or an investor, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, I see Candy. All right. I see Miss Smith. I see Ian, Bruno. Okay. Also, if you guys, Chris, Vega. Okay. All right. Renee. Okay, we got some real estate professionals and mortgage professionals in here. Now, if you support veterans, America, all right? If you support veterans and you want to support veterans and build with veterans, put a 2 in the chat, okay? Now, the reason why I'm asking this is because you do not have to be a veteran to invest with the VA loan, and you do not have to be a veteran or military spouse to get into 10X VETS. Now, for those of you who are putting 1s and 2s in the chat, please raise your hand, hit the clipboard, get on stage. Okay, I'm going to actually invite you to the stage because guess what? If you want to be a part of this movement with us building, okay, with the VA loan, okay, buy or build. If you stick here long enough, we're going to tell you how to do a joint VA loan. We're going to talk about concessions and how you can negotiate. And then we're going to talk about how you guys could partner with us and how we learned how we were able to partner with Grant and Elena Cardone on this app. from Clubhouse. If you guys want to know that, I need 10 people right now to raise their hand and get on stage. Okay. The best way to get involved and make hundreds of millions of dollars with us is to support us. Okay. So I'm respectfully inviting all you guys on stage. You do not have to speak, but what that does for us is it helps us curate the space. It helps us grow the space. Okay. So I see 6 people that raise their hands. I need, okay, 4 more people to raise their hands. Moderators, please bring them up on stage. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a quick room reset. You guys are in the Win in Real Estate house, and today we're coming to you live. Can you guys see me on Facebook Live? Okay, you guys can see me. All right, look, I'm live. Okay, with my tight denim shirt on. Okay, if you guys want to see me live, I'm on Facebook. If you click that link at the top of my head, you'll be able to see me broadcasting from our studio in our office. Look how fancy our background is. You'll see our little background back there. We don't have nothing up on the walls, but guess what? You got to start somewhere. And I want to give a special shout out to our 2 professionals. And I want to also give a special shout out to 2 ladies that are in the office that open up the office and make sure everything is good from TC Me. And that's Bevan and Cynthia that are not on the app. So are there any questions about the VA loan? Okay, Jeffrey Harris, I see that you're a veteran and an investor. Okay, all right. Jeffrey, are you on stage right now? Let's see here. Jeffrey, come to the stage. Okay, you have a question.
I'm on stage. How are you doing this afternoon, Anthony, here in New Jersey? I'm calling from.
Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? How you doing, brother?
I'm fine, fine. And you, sir? And everybody on the panel?
Hey, man, if I would be if I would be doing any better, I'd be a twin.
Wow. This is great. I hear you, man. Listen, this is a great opportunity for learning for me. So I want to thank you for presenting this clubhouse group here or presentation. My question is 2 things, right? And I'm following up of what I think the lady said Sierra was mentioning. So one, I want to know, will who would be on the deed? Could all parties, even though the vet may lead in the loan, can there be more than one party on the deed of that property? And 2, would this joint venture be eligible for a EARL? Let's say you had to get in at a high interest rate, for example. Would you be able, would it still qualify consistently with a VA loan that after positive payments every 6 months, I believe, or a year, one of the 2, or both, you can lower your interest rate without any further credit checking or anything because that's part of a VA program.
Great
And I
question,
land my
Jeffrey.
plane.
And guess what I'm going to do right now? Okay. I'm going to build with you because you got the first question. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want us to burn it down for Jeffrey because he's a leader. Okay. And he asked the first question. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want us to build with him. Okay. Terrence, what's up, Terrence, man? You better get on stage. Angela, I see you. Okay. Now, the people who are on stage are going to get some gems. Okay. So please, right now, get your butt on stage because you're going to learn something. That's going to help us grow this space because if you say that you support vets, prove it by getting on stage and helping us grow this space out so more people can know, like, and trust and support veterans. Okay, I'm going to yield the mic to Bruno. Bruno, are you there?
Always.
Okay, why don't you take the first part in regard to the how the 2 ways that veterans can actually get on the loan. Okay, the first way being doing a JV with a veteran. Okay, and then the with a non-veteran or going on title. And then I'll break it down a little bit further, and then I'll also come back in and give a little bit more game on that. Go ahead, jump in.
Okay. Yeah. So it's one of those things where everyone is able to get on title. The biggest thing is just really understanding the down payment requirements that will come for the non-veteran, right? So the non-veteran would just need to put in or put down that 12.5% to offset, right? So the entitlement is for the veteran, right? But now, if that non-veteran puts in that 12.5%, because remember, it's a 25% backed loan by the Department of Veteran Affairs. So all they need to do is put in that 12.5%, and then that fills that gap. And that's if you're looking at if you're looking at two people, right? But they are able to get put on title, and yeah. So I mean, I think that's the biggest thing, and a huge big yes to the Earl after 210 days. But I'll pause there so Tony can add whatever else he wants to add, and then we can kind of transition into covering how the Earl is going to work and how it is that they can ultimately tap into it.
Outstanding. That's that and that segues into let me see here. Ian, are you here? Okay, I don't know. I don't see Ian on stage right now. Okay. Let me go ahead and
Yeah, bro, I'm here.
okay, go ahead and talk about the I want you to talk about the talk a little bit about the interest rate reduction refinance loan and also the HELOC.
All right, cool. So, interest rate reduction loan. So, cool thing about really, really great, and one of the best benefits of it. Okay, so what this does, especially for the financial situation that everybody's going through right now, is that the interest rates are high, right? So, the interest rate reduction refinance loan. All right, so it's what's called a streamlined refinance loan. All right, really, really great opportunity if you so that can get you into the house now. So what you got to do is do whatever you can to get into a house now, and then there's kind of a phrase in real estate where it's you date the rate but you marry the house, right? So what happens is you get in the house and you stabilize it so that way you can kind of weather the storm until the rates drop again. Then you can do this interest rate reduction refinance loan. So what's great about this one is that you don't have to requalify for income. So for whatever reason, say you bought the house and you lost your job later on, you can still refinance this house and not requalify for income. And this house also does not have to reappraise. So what the bank does is they just take your loan and then rewash it with the current interest rates, and then you're able to have your new payment start at whatever the current market rates are. Because let's face it here, as soon as the rates drop, everyone's going to be jumping back in the pool again. It's going to be wild, just like 2020, 2021. So it's going to be a lot harder to get into a house in the future once the rates drop. Every time that there's any kind of struggle in the market, the government always drops the rates. So what I'm saying here is if you can get into a house now, ride the storm until the rates drop, refinance, and then you get to ride the wave of success when everybody starts to buy things up again and the prices go up. Back to you, Tony. Oh, sorry, and then the HELOC. So
I'll take the HELOC. I'll take the HELOC real quick.
All
Okay,
right.
so you can do the home equity line of credit. Essentially, what a HELOC is, guys, and then moderators, please take a look at the people that have their hands raised. I see 15 trying to get on stage. So make sure you bring them up. Bring those people to the stage, okay? And for those of you who are just joining us, you guys are in the Win in Real Estate House. For those of you who have a red ticket, do me a favor. Click the little W at the top that stands for win, baby. All right. I'm gonna wear y'all out with that sound, man. That's my favorite one. For some reason, I don't know why I like that. If you click that link, and then you'll be able to get in here and get on stage and ask your question. We're respectfully asking for everybody to come on in my house. Okay, take your shoes off. Drink, have a little bit of a Cabernet Sauvignon and a little bit of filet mignon. Okay, kick back, kick it like a sensei in here, and then watch us build. And then while you're here, by supporting us, we're going to pour into you. Number one, we're going to be talking about building with the VA loan. Number two, we're going to talk about the VA construction loan. We're going to break all of the myths with the VA loan. We're also going to talk about how you can partner with us with Grant and Elena Cardone with the 10X VETS brand. What is that? Personal professional development for military spouses. Okay, Grant and Elena will really want to focus on supporting military spouses. So we're going to do that by getting them in, enhancing their ability to get into the workforce, because they're 30% lower in the employment rate, specifically because they're in the shadow of the veteran. We're going to change that with the 10X Vets. We're gonna be teaching you guys how to buy or build a business. Okay, so for those of you who are looking to buy or build a business, you're going to learn that through the business boot camp, through the 10X Vets movement. And then the third and final thing that we're going to do is we're going to rock and roll on the ones and twos with how to maximize the VA loan through our VA loan masterclass teaching. Okay. And I see my sister Bessie just pulled up. Shout out to Bessie that just came into the room. Make sure you give her a mod bean. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, I want all of you guys to know that this thing is going to be bigger than anything on the planet for veterans, bigger than Federal Navy, bigger than AAUS. Okay, y'all catch my drift? Bigger than Mortgage Rocket. Okay, I don't want to get clipped, y'all. So, I got to make sure that I'm not saying those names. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Grant is the biggest marketer on the planet. Okay, nobody does Instagram, social media better than him. Okay, so what he's did is he saw the value in what we were doing, and we're going to tell you guys how you guys can pull up. Right now, we only have we're going to be having a breakfast in Miami where you guys can pull up for free. Okay, everybody on stage, unmute your mic and say free.
Free.
Freezy, baby.
Free.
Okay, y'all can either. Listen, check this out. Grant said y'all can either win with 10X Vets or y'all can lose with everybody else. Let's freaking go. All right, so now let's talk about let's get back to the teaching. My brother, all right? And for those of you who just joined the room, I'm live on Facebook. So if you want to see my face and you want to see the infamous beard model Ian Jensen himself rocking a 10X Vets merch, let's go. All right. You'll be able to see us live on Facebook. So if you guys want to click the link above my head, you'll be able to see me in our studio, in our office in Oceanside, California. And then we're going to talk about how you guys can win with us. Okay. So let's talk about the back to your question. Okay. 2 ways. Number one, you put 25% down if you're a non-veteran with a non-veteran. If you're the veteran has to live in the property. Okay. And then, but the beauty of that is that you get to take advantage of the lower interest rates. And Ian, can you, Sierra, can you do me a favor as we're, actually I got Catherine. I'll get Catherine to do it. Okay. And in the chat, you'll be able to see Tony, just posted the 10X Vets breakfast. Come on out, to Miami, hang out, bring your Speedos. Okay. Fellas, do some crunches. All right. And then come out to Miami and kick it like a sensei with us, because we're going to be rocking on the ones and twos out there with Grant and Elena Cardone. And guess what? Elena is going to have Venus Williams there. Okay. All right. So if you guys want to come down there, come meet us with this launch. If you're a real estate professional, you want to pull up the links right there for you guys to register. August 5th, coming to a theater near you. Let's freaking go. All right, now let's go back to Samara. Can you do me a favor? Samara, are you there?
Yeah, what's up? How can I help you?
Yeah, what's up, Jack? You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Coming in for the 99 and the 2000. All right, I thought it was gonna be some. Samara, can you Google this? Can you Google what are the interest rates for a VA loan, conventional loan? Just go somewhere and Google what the interest rates are for a conventional loan, VA loan, and the FHA loan. And I'm just say, hey, I got it, and I'll come back to you. Okay. The beauty of the VA loan is that lower interest rates, 100% cash out refinance with the equity position. That's the only loan that you can do that with. And you can buy 5 or 7 units. Everybody right now put 5 and the numbers 5 and the number 7 in the chat right now. Now I'm gonna pick let me go to Sierra and Bruno. Bruno, can you do me a favor? Can you explain? Betsy, I'm sorry for not making you a moderator. You are a mod now, sister. Okay. Can you do me a favor? I want you guys to do me a quick favor. Can you explain? And I want to go back to that brother that asked the question. Okay, what branch of service did you serve in, brother? Brother Jeff, what branch of service?
Army. I served in Europe.
Oh my God, man!
Ugh,
These
ugh.
army people, man. Who sound like y'all got a piece of steak in y'all throat, man? Shout out to you, man, and thank you for your service, man. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you coming into the
I
room
sent you
today.
a message, by the way. I sent you a message.
Okay, Jeff. All right. So yes, I see your question. Can I bring two partners? Yes, you can. You can have as many people that you want on the VA loan. Okay. But you have to be the primary person and you have to live in the property. Jeff, did I answer your question, brother?
Yes, sir. I sent you a personal like message regarding certain status for veterans regarding the breakfast, but I don't want to redirect what you're trying to do right now. So if you get a chance, can you look at it?
Absolutely. I'll look at that message. Is it personal or do you not want to speak about it on stage?
I can speak about it on stage. Again, I don't want to redirect what
Brother,
you're
you
trying to
you
do.
you you got it, brother. Listen, this room is specifically to help veterans, so you can ask any question that you want. There's nothing that I can't handle. Just don't ask me about the blonde in my beard, man, because that's blonde. It's not gray. All right. But
I
what's your
feel you,
question,
man.
brother?
Yeah. So, so for totally and permanent disabled veterans, right, in
Hmm.
regards to the breakfast and different, I guess there's different benefits sometimes when you have certain classifications. And and so the question was relating to that as far as participating in, I guess, the conglomerate or the investment group, and certain things that I can get. For example, um, you don't have to pay property taxes. So, but again, I don't want to get away from what you're trying to do and
Oh
just
no,
start
brother, you
throwing a whole
good.
lot,
Hey, this is what
start
we're here
throwing a
for, man. You are good. So let's talk about this. Okay, so Yvonne, that's what Yvonne said. I thought that it was up to 4 units. This is exactly the reason why we're here. Yvonne, come on up, come to the stage, and we're gonna talk about this. Okay, so I want to answer this question for you real quick to make sure that you know. Okay. Some states you can waive all of your property taxes for permanent and total disabled veterans. I'm permanent and total disabled veteran myself. California is one of the worst states for that. Okay. They only waive like a $148,000 of your property taxes. So what they do is they'll take $148,000 off my property taxes, and then what they'll do is I pay taxes on the remaining balance of my property. States like Texas are friendly. They waive all of your property taxes, right? But there's also something called the VA funding fee that is waived if you're a permanent and total disabled veteran. I want my sister Samara to talk about that. Samara, can you talk about that real quick? And then we're going to go up over the 5 and 7 units with Bruno and Sierra.
Can I just interject real quickly? I promise it'd be quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a, yeah. So in Florida, you don't you all you need is 10%. So anybody who has 10% gets $5,000 waived. For a totally exempt, you get everything, the whole thing waived. And I land my plane. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Absolutely. And the reason why we don't, and I have property in Florida, the only problem with the Florida situation is it does have to be owner occupied to get that benefit. So if you do not live in that property, you're not supposed to waive the taxes. It's only for owner occupancy. And then different states do different things. Some people go different percentages, right? Some people waive all of it. Some of it is all or none, but it's a case by case scenario, and it's state specific. But that's a good point, and thank you for bringing that to the space. So let's go over the 5 and 7 units. Samara, I want Samara to talk about the waiving the VA funding fee first, and then we're going to go to the 5 to 7 units. Go ahead and jump in, Samara.
Man, first of all, let me give credit to you, Ian, Bruno, Sierra, and the rest of y'all that be multitasking. You gotta be doing 5 jobs at one time. Okay. So as far as the VA funding fee, it can be waived if you have any qualifying disability, I guess, um, through the VA. So if you have any rating, then you can have your funding fee waived. Now, going back to the question you had about the rates for today for conventional FHA and VA. So for conventional, the rates today are 7.082. For FHA is 6.919, and then for VA is 6.729.
Now, which one is lower? And where did you source that information, Samara?
VA, and the source of this is themortgagereports.com.
Bingo. Okay. So if you notice that the VA loan has the lowest interest rates, okay? She just proved it. So Samara, can you tell the people who you are and what you do?
Yes, sir. So I'm Samara Smith. I am a real estate professional down in Southern California. I work alongside these amazing people that we have on stage. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Outstanding. Make sure you give Samara a follow. And then my sister Betsy is here. Ashley is here. Stack Pack, are you there? Stack Pack?
Come on, man. I'm always here.
Let the people know what you are, who you are, and what you do, brother.
Listen, Anthony, we in the building right now. If you guys don't know who I am, I own a worldwide digital marketing empire that I help everybody out on every single platform. So social media traffic, billboards, media, magazine. I help people become the authority. We in the building. Let's go.
Outstanding. I want to give a special shout out to David and Kenneth that are on Twitter Spaces. Guys, we're doing this real time. When you want to talk about multitasking, man, right now, if y'all could see my screen, I'm like, I got 9 screens. I got a camera in my face. I got a microphone in my face, man. The only thing that I don't have is a guitar and a drum set, y'all. I'm like out here, but guess what? I'm so excited about what we're able to build and what we're about to do. It's going to get crazy, man. So Jeff, thank you for bringing those questions to the stage. And Stack Pack, thank you for coming in here and bringing your audience and always being a proud supporter of the Win in Real Estate. Let me reset the room, y'all. You guys are in the Win in Real Estate house. Today, we're talking about the VA Loan Masterclass. Every single question that you guys have is going to be debunked. Okay, and at the end of the day, we're going to talk to you guys about how to win in real estate with the VA Loan Masterclass. Okay, all right. And I see Jeffrey. It depends on what bank you go to. Okay, so that's par. All right. So Jeff, I see you in the chat. Samara is a licensed mortgage professional. Okay, so depending on where she sourced that information, that was just an example. But rates are going to be determined by wherever the bank, whatever bank that you reference that information. So you're going to get different rates and all types of other stuff as we move forward. Okay. Now, here's another. Let's go over the actual information about the 5 to 7 units. Sierra, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, Bruno, are you ready?
Most definitely.
Let's kick it, baby. Let's talk about it.
So with the 5 to 7 units and using the VA loan, typically you would need to collaborate with another veteran, meaning basically splitting your entitlement to be able to acquire up to 7. And both veterans would have to owner occupy 2 of those units, which would leave 5 units to be rented out and the veterans to have the rental income. With this strategy, it's kind of like starting a business. Well, not kind of, it is starting a business with maybe a battle buddy or something like that to get that multi-unit property with up to 7 units. Bruno, did you want to piggyback off of what I just said?
Yeah, most definitely. So check this out, guys. So when we're talking about 5 units, okay, so everyone always thinks, and I know that was right up in the chat earlier. Someone said, hey, I thought it was only 4. Yes, like that is what people think, right? Because they are not part of this group, and they're not tapping into to the channel that we got today, man. So the way that you're gonna go about doing that, right, is gonna be you are going to reside in one property. Okay, you're going to rent out the other 3. Okay, so that's 4. And then the 5th property would have to be rented out to a business, meaning that the person, right, or the entity that is signing that lease agreement that you're renting that property out to is somebody that has an EIN. So not a social security number, an EIN. Okay, and then now we go and we start talking about 7 units. So it's the same principle, but now you got 2 veterans that are going in on it together. Each veteran will be required to be residing in one of the properties, right? Meaning that two of the units are going to be occupied by each of the veterans. And again, These veterans cannot be married. Okay, so if we're talking about the two veterans, we're talking about two separate entities, two different veterans that are not married, that are able to go about it this way. So they each reside in one unit. That's two. They go and they rent out, the one, two, three, four other, right? And then that last unit, that seventh unit, would need to be rented out to a business. So that's the hack on how you can get around it, right? It is possible to find units like that. It's a challenge to find ones that are zoned to allow you to be able to do it. But again, straight off of the VA guidelines from the handbook, that's how you would go about knocking that down. What questions we got, y'all?
I had a question. Is that considered commercial or is that still considered residential?
I'll take that question.
So,
Let me answer
okay.
that, Bruno, if you don't mind. Okay. So, and all right. So check this out. Y'all see this? Okay. Click the link. We're going to post a Facebook group at the top. We're going to post that Facebook group at the top, and we're going to change it back here in a minute. But what we have here is I have in my hand right here. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to tell you where the reference is at. Okay. Now, who asked that question?
Yvonne.
Hey, Yvonne.
Candy.
Where you checking
Hey.
in from, Yvonne?
Philly, Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Rep your city, sister. She's repping her city. Okay, all right. So check this out. Listen. I got some questions in the chat, and this is the meat and potatoes, man. This is why you want to pull up on us. Pull up on me because of stuff like this. Let me read this to you, Candy. You can count, right? You seem like a very smart woman. I want you to count for me. Ready to go? I don't want no trouble now. I don't want no trouble now. I don't want no trouble. Okay, I'm going to read this to you, and I have it in my hand. This is the Holy Grail. I can't tell you where we're getting it from, but for those of you who are just joining us, I am on Twitter Spaces, so for retweet the space, I want y'all to put 5 and 7 in Twitter Spaces right now. Okay, for those of you who are on Twitter Spaces, Kenneth, David, if you guys want to ask questions, you guys can't see them, but you're hearing them speaking through me, okay, through my profile. But let me read this, and I want you to count for me, okay? Joint refers to a loan which a veteran and another person are liable, and the veteran and the other obligor, okay, own the security. A joint loan is made to veteran and one or more non-veterans. Cannot be the wife or husband. The non-veteran, the veteran and one or more veterans, not the spouse, the veteran and the veteran's spouse, the veteran and one or more veterans. A joint loan is a veteran and his spouse will not be treated as a joint loan. So that means if you and I were married, I'm a active duty service member and you're a service member, we can't buy 7 units. We can only do 5, but we can buy 10 though. You can use your VA loan, okay? We can own or occupy that property, get it stabilized, and then we can get that stabilized, move out of that property, put tenants in it, and we can use with your VA loan and buy 5 more units for a total of 10. Now, let me read this right out of the handbook. To avoid a confusion, the non-veteran joint loan and 2 veterans joint loan will be used through this section. For the purposes of this principle explained in this section, the term